And getting some breaking news, this is to do with the former Delhi Deputy Chief Minister Manish Sisodia. He in fact has now reached Tihar jail after a CBI court sent him to judicial custody for 14 days in the Delhi liquor scam case. Remember, he is supposed to be in Tihar till the 20th of this month. On the 10th of March is the bail plea hearing of Manish Sisodia, where he'd filed for a bail plea before the Delhi court, the Rouse Avenue court. That matter is supposedly supposed to be heard on the 10th of March. But till that happens, there is no respite for Manish Sisodia, as he has been sent to judicial custody in the Delhi liquor policy scam case. This is something that has come as a big setback for Manish Sisodia. After all of that has ensued with the CBI getting custody of Manish Sisodia, then getting a 2 days extended custody, the counsel of Manish Sisodia claiming harassment. Manish Sisodia, in fact, before the judge, the special judge, Mr. M.K. Nagpal, also mentioning how the CBI has ended up asking the same questions repeatedly to him, and that has led to a lot of mental harassment and mental torture. In fact, members of the Aam Aadmi Party have also mentioned that the CBI is working on the behest of the central government. They are misusing the central agencies for their own political gains. There you have the visuals earlier in the day when in fact, Manish Sisodia had reached the Rouse Avenue court, and the next set of visuals are, of course, from Tihar jail, where Manish Sisodia has arrived. Let me bring in my colleague, Ms. Nikhil, on the broadcast. Nikhil is live with us from outside the Tihar jail complex. Nikhil, we are told that Manish Sisodia has arrived over there. Interestingly, there was an information that had come out after this verdict came out of the court that there would be a few important things that he would have with him while he enters Tihar jail, and that includes the Bhagavad Gita. So the posturing remains when it comes to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Well, clearly, the list of items which were demanded by Manish Sisodia, and many of them include pen, watch, and there are other diaries as well which he wanted to take inside the prison, along with the Bhagavad Gita as well. So clearly, a messaging is also set to be given from the accused number one in the eyes of the agency as well. But as per the details, at about 3:45 p.m., he was brought inside the Tihar jail. He entered from gate number 4, and he was taken to that particular jail from Rouse Avenue Court from a normal routine police van. So he was brought inside the jail, and also we have been given to understand that he will be kept at a distance away from his colleague Satyendra Jain. So this is the detail which we have been given to understand that in jail number 1, Mr. Manish Sisodia is to be placed, and in jail number 7, currently Satyendra Jain, who was the former minister in the Delhi cabinet, he is placed. So the distance between the two is hardly 500 meters, but this is something which we are learning, that there is wall as well which is separating both the accused member who are currently facing the allegations on different charges. So these are the details currently with us, and as per the further details we have been given to understand, and this is something which has happened in the court of law, that till 20th of March he is going to remain inside the custody, and few of the items have been requested from him, from the magistrate, for him to take inside the prison. Back to you.
That's important information that Nikhil has brought for us. So the ex-Delhi Deputy Chief Minister, Mr. Sisodia, is going to be lodged in jail number 1 in Tihar jail. Remember, his colleague, Mr. Satyendra Jain, is lodged in jail number 7 in Tihar jail. So the distance between these two cells are just 500 meters. However, in order to avoid communication between the two leaders, this sort of an arrangement has been made by the Tihar jail authorities. My colleague Anshul is also with us on the broadcast. Anshul, an important piece of information that we are bringing for our viewers. However, it is going to be interesting to note here how do the jail authorities plan to cripple the communication between Satyendra Jain and Mr. Manish Sisodia. Also, very important that there is a bail plea hearing that is also impending before the custody ends on the 20th of March.
Well, if you see over the previous regime that was in the Tihar jail, there were several allegations that the ministers were getting unwarranted benefits inside the Tihar jail cells. That is the reason why we saw that the former DG of Tihar was actually removed from his position and was eventually suspended as well in pending investigation. However, the Tihar jail is now making sure that all those leakages and the manner in which these ministers were actually operating and having meetings from inside the Tihar jail till that does not happen, and that is the reason why we are being told that Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain will be kept at bay. In fact, Manish Sisodia will be kept in jail number 1 of the Tihar jail, which is not a VIP jail, and whereas whereas Satyendra Jain has been kept in Tihar jail number 7. So yes, the police authorities are making sure that, in fact, the jail authorities are making sure that both these former colleagues do not meet inside the jail cell, so that they could not plan anything about the future of this investigation and could not hamper the investigation in any way or any manner. And this is the argument that was given in front of the court today as well by the CBI, that Manish Sisodia is a powerful person. He has that persona, and if he is released, then he could actually go out and affect the witnesses of this case, and which will actually affect the investigation that is being carried out by the CBI. So that is the reason why this decision has been taken, that both these former colleagues will be kept at bay from each other, and also the requests that were made by Manish Sisodia, which included a Bhagavad Gita, a diary, a pen, and his spectacles. These would be provided to him once the detailed court orders comes in. Remember, the detailed court order has still not been published. It is just a verbal order that was initially given. Once the detailed court order comes in, and whatever request has been accepted by the court, all those things will be provided to Manish Sisodia as well. But yes, at this point in time, the big news that is coming in, that yes, Manish Sisodia has reached the premises of the Tihar jail, and he's likely to stay there for the next 14 days, that is till March 20th. However, it remains to be seen if Manish Sisodia will get any sort of relief whatsoever when his bail plea comes up in front of the Rouse Avenue Court on the 10th of March.
Absolutely. 10th of March is something that Manish Sisodia and his team would be looking forward to, and whether or not he gets some respite